the mental health thing, the motivation thing, it's 100% curated to what you're consuming.
Really?
The fact that you decided to listen to this shit on this fucking remarkable, I love the fucking name of this shit. I think you guys killed it. Means that you actually have a shot, because I think there's a direct correlation of what you fucking consume to who you are. If you fucking watch Fox News and CNN all day, you're gonna be depressed. Obama was slinging optimism. Now on both sides, it's all fear, 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 fear,
So
fear, fear.
true.
That's why everyone's depressed, because everyone's scared.
It's so true.
But here's the flip side. People are like, oh, social media. I'm like, no. The mainstream media, you turn on your television, all 200 channels, if you're that blessed, have fear. You turn on social media, good news. There's unlimited fear, but there's some fucking characters running around like you and me too. I can tell you right now, I don't weaponize fear. I think it's a loser's game.
This is Counsel Culture. And as my brother once put it before, mind your business and your mind will be all right. That's Gary V's motto. Motivation, mindfulness, get into it, session 2. Let's go. An honor, privilege, and a pleasure once again to be in a safe space and a brave place, to be counseled and not canceled. We feel together, we reveal together so we can heal together. I'm joined by one of the great motivators of our generation. It's our second session sitting down, and I mean, when it comes to culture, when it comes to just being a thought leader, how he sees the world in business all the way to family. The chairman of Vaynerx, VaynerMedia, 6-time New York Times best-selling author, all the way down to a children's book author. My man, Gary V.
My dude, thank you for having me.
Come on, man. It's an honor. Like our last session, you made it so plain. You put it out there, mind your fucking business. And your mental health will be better. And you don't know how much that's resonating with me. And I'm pretty sure the world. But now I want to get to this space in this session when, one, you're such a motivator. You make people feel like, you know, they can do it from your own personal journey. But then even how you motivate. I would love to talk about, you know, for the people that are sitting watching and they need motivation. They don't have what you have naturally. Is that something that can be taught, or is it experience that creates that? Like, how did you become such a motivator? And then 2, I mean, what are some words for those people that are just really feeling down right now?
The first one's easy to answer. It's the byproduct of gratitude and guilt. I've thought a lot about this. Like, you know, over the last 10 years, I'm like, man, why do I feel so compelled to make? It comes with so much shit. Back to minding your own business, like a lot easier to not put yourself out there.
Right.
You know, but I feel like I got so blessed with optimism and practicality. If you get those two blended, like it's good, but you gotta fucking do, like, you know, that mix. It can't be just like the secret, like, oh, if you wish it, you're a billionaire. You got to do shit. So I'm grateful for that. But I also feel guilty because I know how much of it was genetics and the luck of the draw of my upbringing.
Right.
I got lucky that I came from nothing. I got lucky that my mom was such a beast.
Right.
I know that people don't all have that. I saw it up close and personal.
Right.
May she rest in peace. My grandma, I don't think she did the right things in raising my dad. I saw how she tried to cut in to my mom and try to, like, I'm glad I, like, knew. So I get that not everyone's blessed. So why am I a motivator? I feel like I'm obligated. I feel like, you know that saying, right? To great things, great responsibility. I feel it. I feel it. I'm like, man, I'm real lucky out of here. Out of 8 billion, there's other people, but I'm in the mix. I'm like peace of mind and fucking energy, communicate. Not only that, my mom's me, but she doesn't have the communication skills I have.
Right.
Right?
It takes
so
that.
There was a lot of things that happened to get me here. As far as the answer, it's kind of simple, like our last session, back to simplicity. It breaks down in my head of like, why not be motivated? To a couple of reasons. One, why not you? My number one thing that I hate about people when I talk to them one-on-one or on DM or on text, I do a lot of interacting with people, is they start immediately of why not. my dad is this, my mom is this, my gender is this, my race is this, my neighborhood is this, this disease, that. I'm going to say something right now that I believe more than anything else when it comes to this subject of being motivated. If one human being in the history of the world has ever made it, however you decide, obviously you could talk about financial and success, but you could also talk about peace of mind and general happiness. If anyone that looks like you's ever made it, your excuses are over. If you're going to tell me that I can't make it because I'm from this neighborhood, I'm going to fucking Google or AI the shit out of that neighborhood.
Right.
Like, I've done this a lot. Like, people like will send me a message and be like, Gary, you don't get it. I'm from the South Side. I'm like, but so is this person. So what happened to them? I think when you eliminate the excuses that are true, it is true that there are different barriers for race and gender. It is true. These things are true.
Right.
But if it was true in reverse, then every rich white kid from the Upper East Side would make it. And most of the people I know that are second or third generation rich white kids from the Upper East Side are super fucked up.
Right.
So I think first it starts with why not you? I believe in that. Like, why not you? And then after that, it goes down to this and this. I believe there's a direct correlation. This is why I'm so proud and humbled, and I appreciate being on this.
Right.
Let me say it actually more plain fucking English. The fact that you decided to listen to this instead of all the other shit on earth, music, movies, other podcasts, the fact that you decided to listen to this shit right now, me and you, on this fucking remarkable, I love the fucking name of this shit. I think you guys killed it. Means that you actually have a shot, because I think there's a direct correlation of what you fucking consume to who you are. If you fucking watch Fox News and CNN all day, you're gonna be depressed. I don't know what else to tell you.
Facts.
And I feel like a lot of people actually understand that, because I can tell you right now, the most fascinating thing at the time that we're filming this, it's late September, we're about to be in October of the election year. The amount of friends, acquaintances, business associates that this time 4 years ago were 24 hours consumed in politics that aren't even paying attention.
It's true.
Right? You feel it too? You can see it, right? Like,
people that can't wait for it to be over.
Because they're just like, it didn't do anything for me last time. So what do I think? I think literally, Nick, and I try not to, look, I think the simplicity is the complexity. Two simple things. What do I think? One, you first have to fucking decide that you can. Because if you spend your day saying, I can't because I'm overweight, I'm undereducated, I got born into the wrong family, then it's over. You decide. And two, audit the fucking shit out of what you consume and who you hang with. If you hang out with people that are complaining all the time, you become a complainer. And so can it be taught? I even think about the 3 guys that I'm traveling with on this trip. What I know about them, do I believe that they are different in some ways or shape because they spend time in my cocoon with me? Yes, I do. Different variances for all of them because they had different things that they came with. But I associate to all 3 of them, Zach, Dustin, Sid, so much because I see so much of them in me, in my dad, in my family, like what I understand. And do I think that all of them are happier, more motivated, hungrier, and more capable emotionally because they're around me all the time? Yes, I do.
Wow.
And I think I am that way because I was around my parents.
Right. Now, as much motivation as one can give, and even from your perspective specifically, it comes off as, I don't want to say domineering, but very strong, very, when you walk into a room, people take notice. The meek are probably envious of that energy. But then, and even in some contexts, you know, people, I would go back to talking about that alpha male. It can be looked at as narcissistic, and this is a term that's been demonized and as of lately. But it's like you know, if we're talking about the spectrum, the psychological spectrum of confidence,
Yeah.
you know, it starts in a space of like, oh, I'm motivated, I feel good about myself, I'm confident. Then there's overly confident. Then the next thing I think it becomes arrogance, and then arrogance then steps into that space of narcissistic. How does one not find themselves getting labeled as that while still trying to be confident and motivated in their day-to-day
Well, first,
process?
it's funny. When I hear narcissism, I actually think it's insecurity wrapped up in a disguise.
Mm.
You know, I think true confidence is easy. Meaning, you know, for me, I'm aware that people will judge me from afar that have not spent any time with me, because
Right.
we live in a world where they could have seen one clip on Instagram and they're like, that's their take on me.
I don't like that guy. He cusses too much. He's
Yeah,
yelling.
fuck, I get killed when people hear my cursing. And I'm high energy and it's competitive and competition is misunderstood. And so, but I think when people are around me, they see the warmth. I think intent is a big part of the equation in what you're talking about.
Right.
Why are you trying to walk into a room peacocking?
Right.
For me, I'm trying to do some leadership shit. I'm trying to be like, yo, fuck it, let's go. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm so good. I want that for you.
Right.
I don't need anything. Like, one of the things that is most fun for me is not relying on another man.
Facts.
God, I like that shit.
Yeah.
Not emotionally, not financially.
Yeah.
Like, boy, is that a good ass feeling.
Yeah.
And so I get hyped for it. But yeah, I mean, you know, first of all, to answer your question directly, by not giving a fuck if someone thinks you're a narcissist. But I think it comes in an interesting point, Nick. Here's a big point for you. Where I try to counsel some kids on the come up that ask me for help is I tell them, they're like, Gary V, like, I'll have a lot of kids come through that are on their come up. They're like, Gary V, I don't give a fuck what people think. I'm like, cool, but you don't get to be selective. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I'm glad that you're hearing me. And when someone says you're a piece of shit or you fucking suck or you're not as good as you think you are, that you don't hear that.
Yeah.
I go, but the key is to not hear when they leave a goat emoji.
Yeah.
The whole game, Nick, is based on being quiet on both sides.
Yeah.
The reason I don't struggle with people telling me I suck is because I equally don't believe them when they tell me I'm the greatest.
Yep. They said if you live for the praise, you gotta die by the criticism.
Bro, that's real shit.
Yeah.
Saying it in another poet's way, the second you get high on your own supply, you're fucking finished. And so, like, I get serious roses at this point in my career. Especially as, you know, what's great about real life? Real life is the longer you live, the more exposed you get. So as I keep going on, more people actually get to see me on subtle things.
Right.
Not in like this kind of setting. They'll see me at the airport in real life, open the door for a lady, and be like, damn.
Yeah.
They'll see, like, they'll meet my people, there's more of them, and they'll have dinner with them and they'll be like, I'm sure all your people get this too, but what's he really
like?
right? And they'll tell a real fucking story on some real shit.
Right.
And so, you know, I think the way to really navigate that is to not read your press clippings. You're just a man. Like, for me, it's easy.
Yeah.
I get heralded because I'm good at business. Cool, thank you.
Yeah.
But, like, I'd much rather be heralded for who I actually am, but most people will never see that.
Right.
And that's okay. And so, honestly, I think it's this. Cut the noise out. Focus on what you're consuming. I'm telling you, the mental health thing, the motivation thing, it's 100% curated to what you're consuming.
Really?
100%. Why was everybody depressed in the Soviet Union? Because the Russian government tried to control everybody with negativity and fear.
Okay.
Why is America? We're a long ways away from the politicians back in the day that were selling optimism. Why was Ronald Reagan won 49 of 50 states. For all of you that don't fuck with history like that, that man won 49 of 50 states in the election in '84.
That's crazy.
He only lost Minnesota because the person he was running with was the governor from Minnesota.
Minnesota.
He won 49 of 50. Why? He sold optimism. That's not what politicians do now.
Absolutely not.
Why was Kennedy so popular?
Sell fear.
It was fucking hope. I don't have to remind you, Obama was not, listen, no matter how much people, Republican, Democrat, Obama was slinging optimism.
Yeah.
Now on both sides, it's all fear.
So true.
That's why everyone's depressed.
Yeah.
Because everyone's scared.
Yeah. It's so true.
But here's the flip side. People are like, oh, social media. I'm like, no. The mainstream media, you turn on your television, all 200 channels, if you're that blessed, have fear. You turn on social media, good news. There's unlimited fear. But there's some fucking characters running around like you and me too.
Right.
I can tell you right now, I don't weaponize fear. I think it's a loser's game.
It is.
I think it's short term, it works. It's why I don't fuck with a lot of bosses. If we don't hit our numbers, we're all gonna get fired.
Yeah.
Like that shit will work for a minute.
Real leaders don't do that.
Nope.
And I mean, you hit on something so much. It's like depression and fear. Depression and fear are attached to each other, like by the hip.
They're the fucking same. Bro, you know why all the kids are fucking anxious? Because there's unlimited TikToks, and all they keep pounding down these kids' throat is, you won't have it as good as your parents did. They're playing unlimited propaganda on these kids of like, houses used to cost this. All you see is these kids. Meanwhile, in the history of life, there's never been so many fucking 25-year-olds making $500K a year.
Yeah.
Dancing on a fucking stage, just looking fucking hot.
Yeah.
When you were hot 30 years ago, you did some shit with it, but now you can make it.
Like that MTV Spring Break.
You know, exactly. Like, I don't think people understand.
Yeah.
You know, as a comedian, all these comedian kids.
Yeah.
I watched Batch go from his first Vine to who he is now.
Yeah.
That shit wasn't guaranteed back in the day. You got to get discovered.
Yep.
It's never been better.
Yeah.
Nick, it's never been better.
Yeah.
And these kids are consuming some shit of like, you've had it worse. All these Gen Z kids are like, fuck boomers, as if boomers' parents did good by them.
Right.
The entitlement's crazy.
Yeah.
All the by the way, these kids just sit in their bedroom watching videos of kids of like, boomers fucked it up.
Right.
Boomers didn't fuck it up. They fought wars for you motherfuckers.
Yeah. To be able to give you.
You be speaking fucking German, my guy. Are you fucking stupid? We need to stop focusing on negativity.
Yeah.
Instead of saying thank you, motherfuckers, for going to Vietnam and going to fucking fight Germans and fucking real shit.
Yeah.
They're talking about fucking inflation.
Yeah.
That's real shit. I get it. But meanwhile, Nick, you know this. 18-year-old kids that watch that content and be like, yeah, fuck fucking 60-year-olds.
Yeah.
How about you get off your fucking ass and stop playing Madden and go fucking work? The entitlement's the poison.
Right.
What they're consuming is the poison. For example, I don't know if you know this about me. Some of you in this room may know. I made unlimited videos of me going to garage sales and buying shit.
Right.
Why'd I do that? I was at the height of my business fucking success. People put me on a bougie ladder. I'm fucking going to Davos and shit. The fuck am I going to garage sales for? Because I'm trying to make videos for kids that are like, I got $8, the world's fucked. No, it's not. Wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, go to 3 garage sales with $8, buy some shit, come home, take a picture with your phone, because I know all you motherfuckers have a phone.
Right.
Post it on eBay and take 8 to 39, and then 39 to 140, and then
Right.
140 to 800. Because I did that. I had no money.
Right.
And I didn't even have the internet like this. So honestly, where does the motivation come from? The truth.
Yeah.
The truth is, it's never been better.
So as one who motivates many, and I find myself in this scenario quite often, the people who aren't receptive to the message.
I'm praying for them.
I saw you just got to leave it there.
No, I'm trying. Did you just watch the 4-minute rant I just gave you? I didn't do that shit for me.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to pull the fuckers out of here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, like, literally, when I do shit like this, I'm like,
Yeah.
there's 6 kids. Fuck
Yeah.
the fucking millions that will watch over the next 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm literally sitting, that last 4 minutes
Yeah.
was for 6 fuckers who I'm like, that kid might be at the tipping point. Right now, it's like, fuck it. I'm ready. I'm not listening to my stepdad who says the world's the worst. Or if this person, let me say it this way. Let me say it a different way based on the context right now. If you think who wins the presidency is going to make it better for you, you already lost.
Yeah.
That means you're relying, in this scenario, on another man or woman to fix it for you.
Right.
So I do social media for a living and a lot of research. There are multiple people that we track for just try to learn. Do you know how many people have tweeted that they're voting for Trump because Biden did nothing for them in the last 4 years, and 4 years ago there's a tweet of saying they're voting for Biden because Trump did nothing for them?
What's the number?
Thousands.
Yeah.
Thousands.
Right.
That's called, it's not a politician's problem.
It's your problem.
It's your motherfucking problem.
Yeah.
So what do I try to do? I fight for it every day.
Yeah.
I come on fucking important ass platforms like this, and I try to get one person out of the foxhole at a time. I'm not trying to boil the ocean. I know what's going on. We need people speaking positive truth because it is positive.
All right.
I'm going to say it again. You and I, when we came up, it wasn't common for a 25-year-old to have fucking $500,000.
Yeah.
Now there's unlimited fucking TikTok. Why are we choosing to look at the bad shit? Why don't we talk about the good shit?
Yeah. I mean, you hit it on the head, specifically in this space of, counseling and mental health, that an optimistic view on anything going on in life is always going to be better than sitting in a low frequency.
But it's hard. You know what's easy, my man? You know what's easy?
Yeah.
You know what's easy? Canceling.
Yeah.
Canceling's easy.
Yeah.
Canceling's easy.
Yeah.
You know what's hard? Counseling.
Yeah.
Canceling's easy as shit.
Yeah.
I take out my phone, somebody said some shit, and I just go on Twitter and be like, canceled.
Fuck that person and everything they built.
Counseling take work.
Yeah.
Canceling's fucking lazy for losing.
Yeah. And like I said, it goes back to ego of like you have the ability to cancel, but nobody wants
Bro, back to sports to wrap this up.
Yeah.
The whole world on this cancel culture thing got confused. They think the fans in the seats dictate what's happening on the field.
Yeah.
Cancel culture is just fans booing.
Yeah.
Yesterday's Jets game, which was very frustrating. We sat in the fucking rain, got soaked on.
Yeah.
To lose 10-9 on some shit we should have won.
Yeah.
All the people around me, we should have ran the ball in that play. Okay, Monday morning quarterback.
It's literally
cool.
what it is.
If it worked, what would have you said?
Yeah.
That's what came to society.
Right.
Society's running around telling everybody what they should do.
Right.
Instead of doing it themselves.
Yeah. I mean, you make it so plain, man. You make it so simple.
Because it is plain.
Yeah.
It's plain, man. It's super fucking plain. Instead of telling me what I should be doing, why don't you do it? You do it.
Yeah.
You do it. Motherfucker, you do it. You do it.
Right.
Nobody's doing shit because it's too easy.
And
It's easy, man. I'm telling you, I don't wish this on us.
Yeah.
But I'll speak for America.
Okay.
It'd be, and just the world. Everybody's concentrating on dumb shit. The second something really bad happens, then we'll reset. It's what's always happened in the history of the world.
They always say that, like when a tragedy occurs, that's when people come together. But the fact that we got to wait for that is very unfortunate.
It's because people are just not being accountable.
Right.
By the way, you can blame the politicians. They're doing it. They ain't affecting me. So.
I mean, make it so simple. We need you in there. We need you to get into the world of politics.
You know what's funny? And I got to end with this because I know I got to run.
Yeah.
Wrapping up. You know what's fucked up with politics in America? You can't win a primary. The reason America's situation's tough is you have to be so far left or so far right to even get the nomination because you're only voting amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
But that's the system, and that's where we're at. And hopefully do I believe somebody will come along and actually have the skills to bring us together, just like the last generation of politicians had the skills to tear us apart? Yeah, I think so. I'm optimistic.
Optimistic. I think that's the message for this session, indeed.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure. Gary V dropping that wisdom, counseling us. Like, subscribe, and we'll holler at you next time.